All week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Lock in. Come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On the toss play, Howard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line. Running with Howard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that'll be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it'll... It fell incomplete. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. On first down, Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Allen. He finds Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They'll air this one toward Coleman. This is caught. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Trubisky now down around his goal line. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miller. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On second down, Trubisky is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Lock in, lock in.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now the Bills will take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended target was Corey Coleman. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice for...
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 22-yard line. On 1st down, they run with Howard. Shifts by at the 15 and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
That is caught by Cohen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
There we go. You see it? You see it?
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Now it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Now Howard, and shedding through the tackle. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen will try again on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Trubisky toward the pylon, caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Trey Burton was a guy that flashed during his years with the Eagles, but he's always stuck as the 3rd option behind Zach Ertz and Brent Selleck. Now, with the Chicago Bears, definitely going to get his shot. Versatile player delivered right there with a touchdown catch.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things.
And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Nick Kwiatkowski coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Now let's go.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it is incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. They pitch out to Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go. Lock in, lock in. 180! No chance!
Again, it's Howard. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here come the Bills. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Lock in, lock in. Gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him in.
Gotta go.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Parkey's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen, left side here, caught by Clay. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Allen going to throw, and he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From midfield, here's Allen. Catch by Coleman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Gone!
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lynch in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka adds the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A give to Howard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. Bringing them out is, of course, one of the most iconic QBs in NFL history, 5-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And that is Allen, still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Bradford now to throw on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
On play action, Allen. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow.
Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And now out come the Patriots. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
White 20! White, we got!
Here's White. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 3-0 is our score. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And going over the middle here to Curley. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. This is caught at the 20. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball down. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target. 3rd down here.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case,
and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So it just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So it's an empty Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Allen to throw on second down. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. Here's Allen being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Leopard!
Allen now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. To throw, it's Allen. Fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the... Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The New England defense gearing up to take the field. And let's roll on these sacks. We've seen quite a few of them. On play action, Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Corey Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Brady and the Patriots now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now a carry for White. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? Toe tap. You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. He was looking for Edelman there. Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand. So after the INT, it's Allen. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game. Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week. Throwing now is Allen. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. But both teams practice this situation. And this time, the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Brady now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That catch good for 5. It's third down. New England on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 36. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people. No errors, right? Not turning it over and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From midfield, here's Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over.
Now Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now McCoy. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Kyle Van Noy. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Here's Allen to throw it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Brady to throw on second down. That is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that takes us from second to third down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Brady on third down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Allen. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Kyle Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
To the air, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Corey Coleman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score now.
Yeah, true. I mean, we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
20.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. To Decker over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. First target, first catch, and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. They'll look to throw. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. He's back to throw. Looks for Cordero Patterson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And this is a spot where you can learn a lot about a young quarterback.
And that's why they brought him into the organization. Because you don't just bring them in strictly for their talent. You think that they have that something special in them that will allow them to function in these types of situations. Now it's time for them to be clinical and not emotional. You know your play sequence. You know what has to get done. Get the ball to the right people, get out of bounds, and get it downfield and try and score.
Yeah, he's trying to earn his stripes here for a winning drive. And going over the middle here to Curley. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got his running back, Rashawn McCoy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dante Hightower in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Leopard!
To throw is Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the...
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin with time running out. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah. What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To throw is Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Decker. Now there's the time. Offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that's going to tie things at 20. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now it's Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. They go play action here on first down. And this is taken in at the 5. And he does it.